Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Hank. I noticed that you got to see the video because it's not listed, so I can see the view counts on it. And the Minister of Health now has seen it. Everybody's seen it. And the manufacturer in Toronto has seen it. I haven't talked to them yet to ask them what's going on.
Well, they weren't. I spoke with Handicare this morning, and he wasn't able to open the video either.
Yeah, it's because
I sent the video to Handicare, so I sent the unsecured version to him. So.
Yeah, I unlocked it. Okay, YouTube has 3 settings, and when you put it on private, I thought if I sent you the URL, you could see it, but it wouldn't allow it. So I had to make it so it's unlisted, so
right.
the URL works. But anyway, I was just talking to a fellow on the phone there, and his end response was really rude. Okay, he said to me, he started off saying, "Well, it doesn't matter if your wheelchair costs millions of dollars," and he started shooting me down, and I said, I don't want to listen to this. Okay, so what I was saying is this: is that this wheelchair has had problems again, like my other one. It can't handle my weight and my needs. That's the problem here. And I tried to get them to get me a decent quality wheelchair that can handle my weight and my needs, and it is available. Magic Mobility makes them. Okay. So their sales rep is bringing the chairs down here. I'm going to try them out. I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to make sure that they can fit on my elevator. And my battle continues. I was talking to the Minister of Health. They've been following all this. And this is being recorded so they can hear our conversation. And basically what happened is this. We put air tires on the chair. And with the air tires, it takes a much more powerful motor, much more torque to be able to move that chair. And I kept saying that I was having problems controlling the chair, and it wouldn't matter how you set the programmer on that chair. The motors are too weak. The suspension cannot handle my needs when there's air in those tires. So right now you can see you've serviced this chair. The manufacturer in Toronto knows what's going on. I'm sure they're not pleased. And that video shows you that the right wheel is turning while the left one's not. And there's no way in the world you can program that chair to work properly if both the motors aren't working the same. And it just continues and continues. But why I'm upset is that when I got that chair and the seat was too low and it was too far back and it flipped back the chair, it almost killed me. A lot of people know about that. And they can't believe that anybody would give anyone a chair that's all balanced like that. And I told you guys about it. You wouldn't fix it. I told Mark Burley at Occupational Therapy. He wouldn't address the problem that the chair was going to kill me. And so I had to move the seat myself. And then the seat was still too low and the foot pedals kept hitting the ground. That had to keep being repaired. It hasn't stopped. And the problems with this wheelchair is not that I don't know how to drive or I'm abusing the chair. It's not sturdy enough. It's not strong enough to handle my weight, my size, and my height. And the chairs that I need have always been available. Okay, the Boundary wheelchair is an excellent one. There's a whole bunch of different ones. And the thing is that because of this healthcare system that we have, people don't want to pay for the chair, basically. And I have a lawsuit, okay, that's pending in the courts right now. I got run over by a car. The insurance company should have paid for my chair that I need long ago. So this battle isn't so much just about you. It's about everybody in the system letting me down. All I'm asking for is the same thing that any car driver asks for. They bring their car to a mechanic. It has to be safe to use. This wheelchair has never been safe to use, and it's never worked properly. It doesn't matter how many times you repair it, it's going to keep breaking down because it can't handle my weight. And I've been rescued by the fire department since I've had this chair. I've had so many emergency calls and so many close calls and so many things happen where I go down a sidewalk and there's not enough torque to steer the chair. Look, I can't have this anymore. I told Wendy at the Minister of Health's office that I can't have this driving me crazy anymore. I need a safe chair to drive, so she's aware of this. But with this, I'm recording this call, and with this phone call, they're going to get the end result of what the problem is. I need to have a better chair. And I know you guys know about the Magic Mobility chairs because the sales rep knows who you are. So I mentioned them to you, and right now my battle has to continue with the government. And all I have to do is get confirmation from you guys that you agree that it doesn't matter what you do to this chair, it's never going to be suitable for my needs. But until somebody speaks some truth in this situation, I can't go any further to try to get the chair I really need because of all the different things going on. It doesn't matter how many times you fix this chair. The air tires didn't work because the motors can't handle my weight. But when I showed that chair to Francois the other day and the right wheel wasn't turning and the left one was spinning at full speed, that wasn't enough for him to realize there's something wrong with the chair. And then he turns around and doesn't admit it, doesn't write it in the report, and makes it sound like, I don't know what, he hides it? Now, what is that? You guys are professionals. Why would Francois lie to you guys like this and to me and not report that the chair, the left tire was spinning on the spot, the chair wasn't moving anywhere, and the tire was...
I'll tell you why that is as that is, because we have another Alex here, and we were able to do exactly the same thing with a brand new one. So
what make one wheel spin and the other?
It is. That's right. It is about the settings. It is about the how the control. It's about the position of the joystick.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't need all the technical stuff on this call right now. So anyway, look. Hank, please let me talk. Hank, right now, you've seen the video that you're not going to let me talk. You've seen the video that I just sent you showing that the right motor, okay, is moving, the wheel's moving back and forth and the left one doesn't do it.
Okay, so now it's your turn to listen. I got the video, I opened the video, I sent the video to Handicare in Toronto.
Yeah.
The technician there is going to look at it. If he needs to, then he'll bring in the supplier to get an idea of what's happening in that particular case, and that's what we're dealing with. Okay, we're not dealing with any of the rest of this stuff right now. We're dealing with the issues that you're having with the wheel.
Okay, that's Hank.
No. You listen to me. Is the other part about this chair's not suitable? It's never been suitable. It's never worked properly. All of that sort of thing. That's a regrettable circumstance. Okay,
yeah, for you maybe.
I cannot deal with that.
It's dangerous for me.
What's that?
It's dangerous for my life and my health having a chair that's unsafe to drive.
Well, I can't, and I'm not going to comment on that. I'm trying to engage the other people who are responsible for in this situation to have a discussion about it. We're pretty much, and as you said, I don't think that we are ever going to get this chair to a point that it satisfies you, okay? And
it's not about satisfying me. All I'm asking, Hank, you can't make broad statements like that without me commenting. It's not about me being satisfied or me having a bad attitude. It's about me requiring and requesting that I be provided with a chair that is safe to operate, and that chair is not safe to operate. That's what this is about, and no other comment you make is going to change that. I'm not the one in the wrong here.
Well, I'm not even going to argue that.
There's nothing to argue, Hank. I'm asking, this is why the Minister of Health, they know now I'm absolutely right. They have to have legislation to make sure that wheelchair mechanics are certified and licensed, and they're now going to write the laws to make sure that people have their rights protected under situations like this. So your conversation right now is fully proving that I'm right, that we need the legislation to make sure that I have law protecting me, because what's happening to me is dangerous, unsafe, and it's unprofessional, and I'm sick and tired of everybody making excuses and then sitting there and stabbing me in the back thinking that I've got a bad attitude. You have all the problems I've had with wheelchairs since I got them because of incompetency and poor quality maintenance and poor quality chairs on the market. So this chair, the motor on the right-hand side is moving forward and backwards because it's not tight, the gearbox is gone or whatever, and the left one doesn't do it. So if you look at a controller, and I've read the manual on how the chair is programmed, and I already knew this anyway, but I read it. And it's very clear that both the motors have to be in perfect condition for that controller to work perfectly. When I'm going around a corner or going down over a curb or doing anything else, if there's play in the right motor and there isn't on the left motor, that little split-second difference makes all the difference in the world on whether or not I'm going to be able to safely drive my wheelchair. So it's a mechanical problem with the chair. It's an engineering problem. And what I know, because you may not know this, but I know my weight and my height and my size. I do know that air tires require a lot more torque. The motors on that chair cannot handle my weight. Not with air tires, not with any tires. That chair, okay, hey, when it drives in a straight line, it works perfectly. When it doesn't drive in a straight line, I'm going down a hill or around a curve, doing anything, the chair's going out of control. I've told you guys that it goes one way when I'm trying to go the other way. I try to back up, it won't back up, it won't turn. There's not enough torque and power, and the suspension can't handle my weight. There are better chairs on the market, and that's the one I need. So this is not so much about you. This is a battle that I have to deal with everybody in the system. Because it's a public healthcare system, and because my lawsuit's now been 4.5 years, and I still haven't collected a penny from the insurance company. If I had gotten the money that I should have got from the damage it did to me, I would have bought the chair I needed. And I wouldn't have all this problem. And I would pay you guys for your work, and I would make sure I got... But that's another thing. With this new legislation, you're going to have to issue proper receipts that indicate everything you're doing to the chair, just like any other mechanic does. This is all going to change. Hank, right now, I've got a chair that it's not safe to use. I have to go out tomorrow. I'm going to be covering all the protests. I'm going to be doing speeches at the university, and I'm going to be all around a lot of people. And this chair is so dangerous. It's tearing up my carpet in my apartment. It's tearing up the carpets in the hallway and in the elevator. My building owner is really pissed off because everywhere I drive that chair, it's damaging things. And every time I try to turn it when I'm moving really slow, it smashes into walls. Okay? And I know the chair is hurting me physically. It's endangering me. It endangers anyone that's near me when I'm trying to drive the thing. And it's not because I don't know how to drive. And for your Francois to tell me that the reason why my head's pulsing back and forth is because of the controller, well, if he looks at that wheel and sees the play in that motor, then he'll understand why my head's rolling back and forth, forward and backwards. Because when I'm moving forward, the motor is coming and going because it's got a gear problem. So I've proven beyond any doubt, again, that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not an idiot, and I'm sick and tired of people disrespecting me. I told Wendy at home, at the health department, that I was a licensed mechanic and I worked on cars for 35 years. I'm not some idiot. I know what's wrong with my chair. I know what I need, and you guys just don't respect me enough to listen to me. And you're providing me with a dangerous, inferior product that shouldn't be on the market. Anyway, it's not necessarily your fault. It's everybody's fault. The system has to change. We need legislation and laws to make sure this never happens again. But in the meantime, what are we going to do with my chair?
Finished?
Yeah, what are we going to do? I need a chair that's safe to drive.
I told you that I sent the information to Handicare. They're going to look at it. They're going to diagnose the problem. We'll figure out what's wrong with that motor. If there's something that has to be replaced, then we'll do that.
All right.
What are we going to do with the chair?
Okay, so
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, Hank, what I'll do then is I'll wait for their response from Toronto, and I'm going to be contacting Toronto. I'm going to record the conversation with them because they're aware of all the videos that I have online about their Alex wheelchair. They never told me they didn't like.
That's part of the problem, Daniel.
No, it's not a problem. That's how I've been defending myself.
That's part of the problem.
No, that's not a problem. Maybe a problem for you guys, but not for me. I need the world to know what you're doing to me.
This is it, because you're causing a problem for...
I'm not causing a problem for anybody, but you guys are causing it, okay?
No.
All my videos prove beyond any doubt all the problems that I've had with this chair. And you know what? I talk to a lot of people in this world, and they've seen the videos, and they realize I'm not wrong. Even people that own wheelchairs know I'm not wrong. I have to do these videos because you guys are not treating me fairly. Everybody in the system isn't, because I don't have any laws to protect me. Now there will be laws. I was asked to be on a commission, okay, at the City Hall to create legislation.
You know what, Daniel? I'm sorry. I'm not, and that's part of the thing is that when you call here and...
Yeah, okay, me again. It's all my fault always.
No.
Your track record of not maintaining my chairs give me the reason to be so upset.
I've heard all of this before. I've heard...
And nothing has changed. Francois acting like there's nothing wrong with my chair and talking down to me, okay? When are you going to talk to your staff and have them stop disrespecting me?
When you stop calling and railing at people and calling...
Well, I wouldn't be doing any of this, Hank. Hank, I wouldn't be doing any of this if you guys would stop lying and stop sabotaging my chair.
Yeah, see, this is the sort of thing...
Yeah. Well, don't forget I'm recording and I'm going to publish this online, okay?
Look, Daniel, I've been through this so many times.
Well, then maybe you should change your attitude and you wouldn't have to go through it.
No, we've each time you've had a problem, we have responded in a way to try to correct the problem.
Hank, you know what? The broken armrest on my chair that's been like that for 5 months that you guys put on, right? Well, you should have guaranteed your work.
The chair didn't. The armrest didn't just fall apart, Daniel. It was broken. We've got the armrest here. The problem is that nobody wants to deal with you.
Nobody wants. Who doesn't want to deal with me?
Well, who wants to go over there? We got 5 minutes of work, and we got to sit there for an hour while you rail on about the chair that's not safe and is endangering your life.
Thank you for making sure. Now you're confirming to the world that you actually know what I've been saying. Okay, so the armrest is broken on my armchair because it didn't have any steel underneath it to support the rubber, the foam, and the foam just tore and ripped right off.
Okay, you know what?
What? The armrest is inferior, and you guys put it on the chair, and it's my fault.
We've got
your guy said, you know what, Hank? You told me that you tested my chair when I talked to you last time after I got it back. And you said, we put it up on the machine and we tested it and you couldn't find anything wrong with it. And here I am. I do this 5-minute video and I showed you what's wrong with it. And I haven't drove that wheelchair almost at all in the last 5 months because it's been winter. So I've only been out with it about 3-4 times, and every time I go out, it's clinking louder and louder and louder, and it's bang. And I told Francois what the chair was doing, and he denied everything. And now you just saw the video showing that that's exactly how you gave me the chair. It's not working properly. You know what? I have all the proof in the world I need on my videos, and this phone call is going to prove the final thing. You guys are the ones at fault, not me. Not my attitude, nothing to do with me. And you better stop putting the blame on me, and you better start being an adult and a mature human being and look at the fact that you're not professionals. All you do is attack the vulnerable, which is me or any other disabled people. You've been playing your game for how many years on people? You think everybody's stupid in this world? I'm not stupid, and I'm not ignorant, and I'm really pissed off because I have reason to be. I want a safe chair to drive, and you guys cannot provide that. You can't do safe repair work.
All right, we're done.
Thank you, Hank.
Goodbye.